Hi, Pedro. Okay, it is evaluation day, and here we are. Hey, it's snowing again. Pardon me. If I sound kind of gluey, I'm stuffed up. Right here where I live, basically nothing grows until it does, and then the things that grow are things that bother me. So anyway, I sound kind of gluey, but that's it. I have your 6105 8009 here from June 1968. Cosmetically, the movement looks pretty good. The lower mainspring arbor is really worn, and it was. This has to be one of the most out of adjustment watches I've seen in a long time. So bad, in fact, that I just went ahead and adjusted it. The adjustment, it was the beat error was amazing. It was between 9.7 and 9.9, which is about as bad as it possibly can be. So I just very quickly, I just did a real quick adjustment so we could get some more understandable numbers. See, it's not bad. Like I said, the movement looks pretty clean. Like the winding bridge is beautiful and that kind of stuff. These aren't bad numbers, especially for an unrestored, almost 50-year-old 6105 that has had fairly major water intrusion into the dial. Let's see now what we got going on. That mark doesn't mean anything to me, but it does mean that somebody was in there at some point. Yeah, you can see, it's always interesting because it's got the early style ring here with the integrated spring sections, but you can see the brassing around the mainspring barrel here, and again, if we look at this screw right here, you can see that's this screw is moving. It's really, the lower mainspring arbor board is pretty worn on this one, but I think the movement is actually in good physical condition, and it should take the rebuild beautifully. Again, we've got pretty nice shine in the metal, and it looks pretty decent to me. Water didn't get in here. It looks like your crystal seal failed. Hang on just one second. Gosh, I am sick kinds of gluey. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I need to go gargle. Okay, so here's that. So, yeah, it got a fair amount of water in here. Moisture inside here. This blackened loom is no one's friend. We don't want to keep that in there. I know some people are like, keep it, it's patina. This is not patina, this is damage. This is garbage, and it's only going to get worse, and it's starting to corrode the plating on the tops of the markers, and at the end of the hand, we need to get that stuff out of there. It's bad. We're going to probably have a little bit of brassing here where you see these green flakes. That's copper coming up through the plating. It is what it is. I wouldn't touch it. At least your Seiko's nice and white and bright. And the metal generally in the hands is good. I think that's a good place to start. This is a 6105 8110 crown. Of course, I have the correct crown for this if you want to put it in, or you can leave this crown here, whatever you want to do. Case is in pretty good condition. This should clean up nicely. This watch really wasn't abused. If it wasn't for the moisture getting into underneath the crystal, this would be probably a pretty sweet watch. And it's got a Type 1. Look at that. It's very rare to see a Type 1 in the wild. That means this watch didn't have a lot of miles on it. What's this? Is this paint? Yeah, it looks like paint. Looks like someone was wearing this and they were slapping paint on something. Anyway, yeah, that's a Type 1. Gosh, you almost never see those. I think this is actually only the second or the third Type 1 I've seen in the wild. I have exact replacements for this, so we can put a new Type 1 in it if you'd like. There it is. Wow, that's nutty. No, that's pretty. If this were mine, I wouldn't even think twice about relooming it. And this black loom is nobody's friend. It's going to actively corrode the markers. It'll only get worse. I'd reloom it, I'd clean up the dial, I'd service it, case rebuild with all new seals. I might be tempted to leave this because it's as you got it. But I have other ones. I have original ones if you want to put those on. But it's nice because this sets it apart a little bit. We could put a Type 1 back in there. Anyway, that's what I'd do. You tell me what you would do. Okay, thank you.